once again, ladies and gentlemen. And in my sharing, I will share with you what is a Speechcraft for those of you who are new to Speechcraft. What is the benefit of having a Speechcraft and what is digital bundle? So before I start, can I have a show of hand? Who of you here has conducted a Speechcraft for your club before? You can raise your virtual hand. Quite many of you. Okay. How many of you is completely new to Speechcraft? Completely new. You have clueless, no idea about what Speechcraft can do for you. Okay, I see typing president, Mr. Lai. A few of you. Okay, great. Thank you so much for engaging. Now, in this workshop, for those of you who already have an experience holding a Speechcraft for your club, it serves as a refresher for your memory. And for those of you who have not, and Speechcraft is totally new to you, don't worry, we will show you the A to Z on how to conduct one for your club. A heads up for you, I'm actually now dialing in from a hotel. If I happen to drop off halfway, please, someone from the team, please send me a message. I will be right back and tell me where I've dropped off, all right? Okay, so for my sharing, in the first part, I will share with you what is Speechcraft, what is the benefit of holding a Speechcraft, what are the differences between the traditional work way and digital experience. Last but not least, in my sharing, I'll share with you what are the topics suggested in digital Speechcraft. What is a Speechcraft? Speechcraft, in a simple term, it is a condensed and intensive form of a normal Toastmasters experience. So in a Toastmasters experience, right, we usually go through a lot of meetings to realize how body language works, how vocal variety works, and we put that into practices. In a Speechcraft, we will invite all the trainers to speak on different topics from knowing your purpose of the speech, vocal variety, body language, how to use word powerfully. All of these trainers will come and speak on that specific topic and share all the knowledge in that single workshop. The participant of the Speechcraft will receive all this information and then they get to practice in a Toastmasters club setting if they join as a member, or if they don't, they will go out having this knowledge and practice in their daily life, in their workplace and whatsoever. So in simpler terms, it is where we put a condensed version of Toastmasters knowledge and experience in a single workshop. In a Speechcraft, participants, or we call it the Speechcrafters, they are supported by presenters, trainers, and mentors, or we call them advisors. So for example, if you hold a Speechcraft today and you recruit 5 participants, let's say, they will be trained by trainers on different topics. They will have advisors who guide them through, like a one-to-one guidance, and a coordinator. Coordinator is someone who oversees the program. How a Speechcraft works is by holding 4, 6, or 8 sessions, 1 to 2 hours per session. I have seen some clubs do it over the weekend in a 2 days, full day session. That works too, as long as you meet at least 8 to 16 hours throughout the entire workshop. You can do it over a weekend. You can do it during your club meetings, like a 1 to 2 hours during club meetings, and do it over the course of 4 to 6 sessions. That also works. So if, let's say, you do it as a part of your club meeting, the Speechcraft component is incorporated into regular meeting agenda. So you allocate like 1 to 2 hours for trainers to come here and deliver on a certain topics. The Speechcrafter join in as part of the meeting. They will learn the technique of public speaking from the trainers as well. And what is the benefit of doing it as part of your club regular meeting is that It saves you the time from finding role players. It saves you the time from poster designing and to have a different venue and a different commitment, different time to hold a Speechcraft. So it saves time and cost as well as manpower. What is the cons of having it as part of your club meeting is that it might be some jargons for the Speechcrafter who are non-members. So if you do it as a club meeting, there will be members and non-members. In a regular meeting, there are some jargons or some projects that we deliver might not be relevant to external guests. So this is where you have to distinguish and set expectation clear for everyone. If you arrange a separate day to hold a Speechcraft, for example, you do it over a weekend in a Saturday or Sunday morning, or a full day event, different from regular club meeting time, it will be, the pros is that you can have a very concentrated and focused workshop just for the Speechcrafters. The cons is it needs more time and energy and finding support from role players or trainers. The third method is a club sponsor a Speechcraft for the purpose of chartering a new club. So for example, if let's say MIMKL Toastmasters Club, they want to charter a new club. So they can actually sponsor another club, or they want to help another club that is struggling, or we call who is struggling in terms of membership growth. They want to help them recruit more members. They could sponsor them and help that club grow in terms of members. Usually this process is to assist in club chartering process. It is an internal and private process if it's chartering a new club. Okay, why we should conduct a Speechcraft? First and foremost, it will help your club membership growth. If you recruit Speechcrafters from non-Toastmasters, for example, your club members bring friends, you advertise on Facebook, on newspaper, and you get non-Toastmasters to join you. They will learn the benefit of public speaking. They will learn the skills needed to conduct a good presentation from Speechcraft. And when they want to put this into practice, you can pitch Toastmasters to them as a platform for them to practice the skills that they have learned in Speechcraft. So in a way, they have first-hand experience the benefit, and it's easier for you to convert them into members. The conversion rate of Speechcrafters to members from previous terms, Speechcraft conducted in previous term, is overwhelming and very positive. Experience sharing from my own home club Speechcraft, we had 9 Speechcrafters, among of which who are our own members who joined. So 7 non-Toastmasters, 6 of them joined our club. So it's a really good way to promote Toastmasters to people and let them experience firsthand what it is all about. Conducting a Speechcraft will help you charter a new club if you are sponsoring another club to conduct their Speechcraft. And if you have enough people, you can charter a new club. It is also a way to give back to the community. As a Toastmasters, we learned that how communication and leadership help us in our professional journey in our daily life. And we want to advocate and give back to the society by sharing to more people. It is also an opportunity to grow for your existing members as they take up leadership role like the coordinator. They learn how to plan, execute, and conduct a successful Speechcraft, which will help them to build as a leader themselves. And when your members come to play a role, they will also learn from the trainers indirectly. So this is also an opportunity to grow for our club members, not just to the Speechcrafter or non-Toastmasters. Last but not least, the coordinator can earn a Distinguished Toastmasters credit. For a Distinguished Toastmasters project, it is one of the criteria that you can either be a club sponsor or coordinate in a Speechcraft or a youth leadership program. So one of these will contribute to your one of the Distinguished Toastmaster requirement. You will just need one of them. So holding one Speechcraft or YLP will give you the credit. Besides, just now I share about a lot of benefits of Speechcraft for our own, for our club, and for the members. So what is the benefit of Speechcraft for the general public or for the Speechcrafters? For an obvious reason, it helps Speechcrafters foster public speaking skills for an immediate need, such as their business presentations, their interviews, wedding, toast. If they come to Speechcraft, they might have a specific objective in mind. My club president, Eve, he joined a Speechcraft in Toastmasters seeking to speak well in one of his business presentation, just one. He came in having the thought that he would just come for this 2 days workshop and he go home being a seasoned speaker and he can speak very well. But when he come to the Speechcraft, he realized that he's wrong. He need practices. He need a platform to practice what he has learned. So he joined a Toastmasters club. That's how Toastmasters helped him realize how important it is, a platform to practice. For the Speechcrafter, if they join, they will receive pathways credit. So in a Speechcraft, the Speechcrafter will give speeches, right, based on the specific purposes. These speeches can be credit transferred to pathway if they happen to convert into members. So as you can see in this overview of pathways credit here, if they complete one speech, they will receive credit for the icebreaker in pathway. 2 speeches will give them a credit for icebreaker and research and presenting. And the list goes on. If they do 7 speeches in Speechcraft, they will complete their level 1 in pathways. Right. So it helped them transition into a member of Toastmasters International. How do we do this credit transfer? It can be done when the Speechcrafters is converted into the members. Then we can email to TI telling them that this person was enrolled into the digital experience, and now that he has purchased, we want to do the credit transfer. The coordinator could do that. So one question, what if a member of Toastmasters joins Speechcraft and they do speeches in Speechcraft? Can they do a credit transfer? The answer is yes, they can. Same process, email to TI telling that this member completed Speechcraft, would like to do a credit transfer. But there's a but. We encourage club members to do speeches in a club meeting to receive feedback from their club members. And the speeches delivered in Speechcraft, the time allocation is different from a traditional project. In a traditional project, the time allocation is 5 to 7 minutes. In Speechcraft, it is 3 to 5 minutes. So the experience is different. The learning experience is also different. So if you are already a member, we encourage you to do it in a club setting. Now, what happens if a Speechcrafter becomes a member? They already have the first-hand experience in Toastmasters. They learn some of the tricks, some of the important knowledges in different aspects in public speaking. And they know that they need a platform to practice. That is where they continue. In a normal club meeting, you invite guests, right? They become a member. Everything is new to them. They have to bump into the wall. They have to pick up skills along the way, and it is a long process. Me, myself, who joined Toastmasters, not from Speechcraft, I learned it by hard lessons. I learned it from other speakers. I learned it from my evaluators. But from Speechcraft, you have the knowledge and you put that into practice. So the experience is different. Some of the rules and regulation of Speechcraft is as shown. We cannot profit from Speechcraft directly or indirectly. You can charge participants. We will share later with you how you should charge them, but it should never be a profitable experience. All the materials produced by TI is copyrighted. No scanning and distributing, right? No selling. And okay, my connection might be an issue. Am I audible? Okay, cool. No reselling and no redistributing. In a Speechcraft, you should not charge your member more than a 12 months due, which is USD 90 or 360 ringgit. Right? Now, I am going to share with you the digital transformation from the traditional Speechcraft to what we are today. For the longest time, we have this Speechcraft manual, which is a traditional work path for the Speechcrafter. So when they joined last time, this was last time, when the Speechcrafter joined, they will receive a handbook like this. And we purchased this from the TI store. And you give them a book. So they will refer to the book, do their projects, their evaluations form in there. So now, with the new digitalized era, we are transforming into a digital experience. So no more books will be given to the Speechcrafter. Instead, they will be given a digital access to this portal. How is it different, the traditional and the digital pathway? Traditionally, here are the topics that is being covered, like speech organization, general and specific purpose of a speech, gestures, vocal variety, word use, and etc. In digital platform, the terms is changed for a bit, but the essence and the core message and the knowledge remain. It's just a change of name. If a Speechcrafters, they deliver speeches in traditional, here are the speech topic, and in digital bundle, there is a more flexible or fluid way they could do it, because they could present any topic as long as they fit in to the purpose. The topics in Speechcraft is as shown. Introduction, choose a topic, prepare to present, giving and receiving feedback, know your purpose, body language, how to evaluate, vocal variety, powerful words, and final review. So the main core topics here is highlighted in red box. There are 8 topics. Do you need to cover everything in the Speechcraft? Not necessary. You could select one that is catered to the needs and relevant to your club members and Speechcrafters. Of course, you could present all 8 of them. There is no problem. Each of this topic, you could invite a trainer to speak on that specific topic in perhaps 30 minutes or 40 minutes sharing session. 20 to 40 minutes is optimal. If you are thinking to organize a Speechcraft for your club, here is some of the very important things that you should consider. Later on in Shel's presentation, she'll share with you the A to Z in planning for a Speechcraft. Now I'm just giving you a general idea. If you're thinking of organizing a Speechcraft, you have to be a Toastmasters member of good standing. you need to think about a location, whether you want to do it on site or online, as well as the date and time of the event. If you already have all of that, you could purchase a digital bundle. A digital bundle will cost you $50 catered for 5 speech crafters. So each speech crafter will cost around $10. One coordinator will lead 5 speech crafters. So one bundle is for 5, and it is led by one coordinator. So the coordinator will buy it from online store. How to purchase this digital bundle? You go to the online store, or you can go to the Speechcraft portal. I could share the link with you later on. And here's where you can buy. It is $50. After you have purchased it, you can launch it, and you can activate it by putting a date of your Speechcraft event. If you don't put a date in there, it will forever be there and for you to be able to access just the coordinator. If you put in the date and the email address of all the speech crafters, they will receive the access and it will be valid for a period of time. So if you don't have a date yet, don't key in the date yet and just buy it and leave it there first. And when you have the event date, then you key it in. Okay? A Speechcraft structure is one coordinator will lead speech crafters. So depending on the amount of participants that you recruit to your Speechcraft. In the traditional Speechcraft structure, one coordinator will lead a group of speech crafters. It could be more than 5. It could be more than 10, depending on how good your promotion is.
We
right?
can't hear you, Joanne.
Okay, where did I stop? Alan?
I can hear you.
Actually, we can hear you though.
Yeah, I don't see any breaking. It went well.
Yeah.
Maybe it's your
Okay,
connection
thanks.
to the side.
I can hear.
Yeah, can hear.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, everyone. In a traditional Speechcraft structure, one lead coordinator could recruit or could lead many participants. But in a digital experience, one coordinator who received the DTM credit will lead 5. So one digital bundle will give one coordinator credit and it gives access to 5 speech crafters. So question, if I have more than 5 speech crafters, what do I do? If you have 5 speech crafters, you need more than one digital bundle. So for example, the first 5 speech crafters, you purchase one digital bundle for them. And if you have more, then you buy another one. Question, if I have only 6, what do I do? You still need 2 digital bundles. And my suggestion is make it 10 because the cost is already imposed there. One digital bundle is $50. If you have 6 speech crafters, you need to buy 2, which is $100. So leverage on the resources, make your promotion more active, make it 10. So it is always the most cost effective if you get a number of speech crafters in the multiple of 10, in the multiple of 5. Does that make sense to you? If you get 8, you need 2. Question, if you have 12 speech crafters, how many digital bundles do you need? Quick math.
3.
You need 3, exactly. If you have 15, you also need 3, and it is the same cost. So try your best to find speech crafters in the multiple of 5. It is the best case scenario. Okay, if you have more than 5, if you buy more than one digital bundle, more than one member can receive credit. If you have more than 5 speech crafters, you could have 2 lead coordinators receive the credit, and they work hand in hand to make sure the success of the event. Okay? Now, If you have more than 5 speech crafters, we call them a sub-coordinator. You can purchase a second bundle with their credential and give them the credit. There is no problem with this at all. Once you have purchased your digital bundle, you could create the event by putting in the date. Okay? You could create the event, put in the date if you already have confirmed the date for your Speechcraft. If you have not, you can leave it, you can tick, I have not yet determined the date for my Speechcraft event. It's fine. But if you key in the date, there is a validity for that. And you will have to provide the attendee's email address, and you have to make sure that the email address is correctly input, because if you there's a typo in it, they will not receive their access to the digital experience. Now you have purchased a digital bundle. How to go about it? In the Speechcraft Gateway, it is pretty much like our pathway experience, whereby you can navigate through your progress. They could download their what do I call it? They can download their projects. They could download their learning for offline usage. The coordinator could also track, like a VPE, they could track the process of the speech crafters giving speeches. To kickstart, okay, this is the interface for a speech crafter. It is very much like our pathways, right? Whereby they can see like their learning resources, how would they, what is their session, how to plan and prepare for them, and they could click and navigate around. There is a YouTube video done showing you how to navigate through each of this. I will share the link with you later at the end of the session, and you could go through them at home. So, in a nutshell, digital experience is a Speechcraft, digital Speechcraft interdigital experience is a digital transformation from the old manual to online. So they no longer need to flip their book. Instead, they go on to this digital experience, log in, and access all the information, just like Pathway. Last time we had CC, Competent Communicator Manual. There was a book for it. Then we transitioned to Pathway. It was hard at first, but now we're getting better at it. Same goes to Speechcraft. It was a book at first, and now it is all online. And they could access it at the comfort of at their home with a click on the mouse. Now, to do a Speechcraft, a lot of a very much sought after question is, how much should I cost my participant? How much should you cost your participant? It comes down to your purpose of holding the Speechcraft. And there are 3 fundraising approaches that you could base it off. It is a membership incentive, break-even approach, and immediate benefit approach. What is membership incentives? It means that your Speechcrafter come with a purpose of trying to convert them to members. So you could charge a Speechcrafter their membership dues for the program. So the membership 6-month deal is $45 USD. So you could include them into your Speechcraft charge. And when they join your club, it is technically free to join your club. And that they just have to top up the $20 USD of membership registration fee, because that already included in the program. You can also charge $65 USD in the Speechcraft program. And when they convert to members, they don't have to pay a single cent because they already pay for it, including the new membership registration fee. So you could market it as, you join our Speechcraft, you can be member for free for 6 months. That is a membership incentive marketing approach. If you want to charge a minimal fee to your participant to make sure that at least the cost is minimal, if the cost is attractive enough for them to come to the Speechcraft, you could use a break-even approach, charge a minimal fee, including of your digital bundle, the fee for a digital bundle, 50 USD for 5, which means it is 10 USD each person. But of course, the cost will go higher if you have odd numbers, if you don't find participants in the multiple of 5. Then you have to cover the cost of your venue, the refreshment that you give, and other miscellaneous expenses. And then you charge them the minimal. When you charge them minimal, there is one advantage in this approach than the previous fundraising approach, is that at least the fee is small enough for them to make a decision to join a Speechcraft. Then they learn the benefit, and when they want to convert to members, they will willingly pay for it. Okay, so at least they come first. The final approach is immediate benefit approach. And use a Speechcraft to benefit your club, but you don't need them to join your club. This is true when you need to build club fund. So you could charge them. They come to Speechcraft, but you don't sell members. You don't need them to join your club. For example, if your club is growing very strong, you don't anticipate new members. Okay, you do Speechcraft for the benefit of your own members, and to grow your club fund, you could charge them and deposit into your club fund. But always remember, whichever approach that you use, you cannot charge more than 12 months due, which is 90 USD. You cannot charge more than around 360 USD. Now the currency is higher. Maybe you cannot charge more than 370, right? Be it what approach you used. Okay. This is an overview of the 3 approaches that you could deploy to decide what is the charges for your Speechcrafters. So go down to one question: whether you want to drive your membership growth or not. This is the first question. Second question: how do you want to market your Speechcraft? Do you want to market it as a cheap workshop, not to say a cheap workshop, affordable workshop, and then you sell your membership afterwards? Or do you want us to sell it as package with membership included? This is something for you to ponder on. And after you have these questions addressed, you will know how to charge your participants. The cost from TI is just digital bundle, 50 USD for 5. All the venue, refreshments, and all the printing fees, of course, you will have to factor in as well. I come to the end of the presentation. I would like to extend my special thanks to the previous term program quality team, especially Clement, for giving me a very clear guidance and for all of this very, very impactful information. Before I end, I would like to share that the Toastmasters portal is still under maintenance, is still upgrading. We cannot buy digital bundle, unfortunately, at the moment. I checked this morning, the online store is still down. If you are planning to hold a Speechcraft anytime soon, you won't be able to buy digital bundle. And I am not clear when will this be resolved, because it has been on for quite some time, since some time in April. We will update you once the online store is back and when you can start buying a digital bundle, but it's a no for now. Okay, so what I could suggest, if you need to do a Speechcraft right away, but you cannot purchase it from online store, what you could do is you can give the workshop and your trainers will share PowerPoint slides, right? Share the PowerPoint slides to your Speechcrafters. And after the online store is back working, buy the digital bundle, share the access to the speech crafters, telling them that the challenges that you were facing previously, it was the upgrading of the website, and ask them to refer back for any additional knowledges. Okay, but for the time being, share the PowerPoint slide of the trainers with them so they could have something to refer on. Okay, that is a emergency alternative for now. After we have to wait until the online store back to normal functioning. Okay, with that, I've come to the end of my presentation. If you have any questions, you could post that into the chat box. Later, it will be addressed during the Q&A session led by our question master. So hold your questions, or you could post it into the chat box first. Thank you, and now I'd like to hand the control back to our Toastmaster of the day, Ellen. Back to you.